Yo, what's going on my people? HumidityLiquidity here. Welcome back to a brand new video. So today I'm live trading the NASDAQ right now. So I have entered, so I've taken one loss today. I've entered a couple trades right now. So here I took a loss and then I entered a trade up here at this order block, and then I entered another trade at this fair value gap, and then I entered a last trade which was right now at this order block right here, coupled with this fair value gap. Okay, so here is the fair value gap. That's what I'm looking to sell. So why am I looking to sell? So if we look at the higher time frame, if we look at this 4-hour fair value gap, which is also a daily fair value gap, which is also coupled with this order block, which we could come back up into tomorrow potentially, or we could just drop from here. So here we've come to this 4-hour fair value gap. We have just continuously been going up, and 9:30 gave a reaction to go up. 8:15 came to this order block / fair value gap area right here. This fair value gap, could use this, the unmitigated portion of it. Now once we came here, if you go to the 5-minute and have a look at where 9:30, what happened at 9:30. 9:30 was at this candle right here. In this candle, price came to this order block. If you go to the 1 minute, 9:30 was right here. Price has come to this area. Now also, what happened at this area? If we look at the charts to see if there's any SMT. So here we've had a low and a lower low on the NASDAQ, and then on the S&P, which is this top one, the middle one, I mean, we had this low, higher low right here, and same on US 30. So since this happened, you'd be looking for buyers once you got your break of structure, and then price retraced, and then it gave an SMT on the other two indices. So you have this SMT, and then you also have this second SMT. So once you see these two SMTs right here, that's a double confirmation for you. And once you get that confirmation, you can get your continued buys up until that 4-hour fair value gap. So that's where you'd be looking for buys. So you look for trades after 9:30. So let's say you missed this one, 9:30, price came up, retraced down, went up with this SMT, and then now you're looking at this fair value gap right here. Let me mark it out for you. So this is the fair value gap you would be looking at. Now personally, I would like to enter off the 50% if it's given. Here it gave the 50%, so I just mark the 50% area, and the 50% was coupled with this breaker block. So then my entry would be something like this: stop loss below the fair value gap creation candle. Now I would target the 4-hour fair value gap. Let me just change this real quick. Okay, yeah, so the 4-hour fair value gap, I would target that, and that would be the trade. Let's say I missed this entry, I would enter something like this. But yeah, so that's an entry. Price came up, displaced again. Once we got that displacement, we have this fair value gap. You could have entered off from here, stop loss below the body or wick, and target the fair value gap. Now here, let's have a look on a 15-minute. We've created the order block. Let's check for any SMT. If there's no SMT, then this is a premature entry. So high, low, high, low. But here we've had a higher high. If we look over here in this area, there's a small SMT between them all. Let's quickly go to the 5 minute to check it. So between this candle and this one. So here we just see that there's SMT. This has formed a higher high. Let me quickly, can't adjust that for some reason, but yeah, it's formed a higher high. Here it's formed a lower high, and same on the NASDAQ. So if we look at it in this context, so this SMT could lead us to go down, and then tomorrow I'd look for price to destroy the highs and come into the 50% of this fair value gap. All this break, it will come into this breaker block right here. And once we've come into this, look for lower pricing to take out all this sell side right here. So sell side here, and then I think there's a monthly order block somewhere here, or monthly fair value gap. We remove all this. Yeah, so monthly fair value gap here. This could be of interest, or the one right below. Let's have a look on the weekly. On the weekly, we have this order block. So I think that's coupled with this fair value gap area. So you can use that. Yeah. So this would be an inducement order block area. And then that should happen at the end of September or around October, and then we should see NASDAQ fly up. Okay, so now looking at price, what has happened? So we've come here, we've made a high, we had the SMT. Let's just check for any SMTs here. We've had small SMTs. So here, let's have a look. We've had that SMT from earlier, from here to here, which I was talking about on the 5 minute. So that can allow us to push price lower. So with the entries, here's entry 1, another entry at this order block, another entry at this order block. I entered at this fair value up, but price did wick above to tap this order block. And since it did that, we've dropped. If we traded S&P, same thing, and US 30 would have got taken out. And stop loss above here, above next to my first entry. And yeah, so looking for price to come, take out this low right here. Can see price taking this out. I'll put my take profit here, but I'll just take full profit at this fair value gap, since we might not move too much, or we could just tap this fair value up and continue higher. So here it's coupled with this 5 minute order block, and we could reuse this fair value gap here. So yeah, let's see what price does. There's no news drivers, so I'm not looking for any major moves. If there was news, or this, if today had high impact news, I would definitely look for price to come down here and take out more lows at this time. However, since there are no news drivers, I'm not looking for a crazy reversal, since there hasn't really been a huge injection of liquidity today. Yeah, we've only moved, let's see, we've only moved 140. So from here to here. Okay. Then if we look Okay. So currently I'm looking for price to reject off this fair value gap. So I'll give one more entry. So in this order block, enter again. I can show you guys all the executions. So yeah, execution 1, execution 2 at this fair value gap, execution 3 at this order block, wicked above, stop loss protected at the first entry area, and then come down this fair value gap, entered over here. Okay, so let's see, have we got any SMTs? We've got these we've got potential SMT at the lows. Let's see, low, no SMT. Wait, so hold on, low, high, low. Okay, yeah, so we've currently got an SMT, but let's see if it gets invalidated. Should get invalidated and then continue, and then there's a take profit. And if you look closely, what do you guys see? A market maker sell model. If you look over here, what is this? This is your original consolidation. It's your reaccumulation. Is your accumulation. Right over here, you could count this as accumulation. And then you have reaccumulation over here. And then you have your smart money reversal. And if you draw out the accumulation zones right here, you can expect entries in all these areas right here, or even this. Let's see, you can expect entries in these areas because all the accumulation becomes new distribution. You can use that logic. But yeah, so here, boom, see, here's a breaker block, so this can be used. Price could come down here, breaker block entry coupled with FA value gap, and then boom. So I'm not looking for anything crazy today. This is just a cheeky trade I've seen. So yeah, multiple entries found, pyramiding right now. Let's see, can I move my stop loss to break even? Yes, I can. So this high should be protected if we are definitely going down. If we're not, then we should break structure over here with a displacement and then continue up higher. However, I don't see that happening. I see us coming back into the range and doing whatever. Doesn't really matter. Just get my trade and go. I would aim for down here. Here we also have trendline liquidity. If you look at trendline phantom, whatever you want to call it. So here's your trendline liquidity area, and you want to see price tap into this area and go down. But yeah, I'm bearish on NASDAQ until we break this high. If we break this high up here, then I will switch my bias and look for buys until the end of the year. Currently lagging. Okay, cool. So right here we have a fair value gap. We may not touch that. Let's have a look. So on the S&P, that fair value gap has just been touched. If you look over here, so since it's been touched, you can enter on this candle. On US 30, it's also been tapped, I think, or it might not be a fair value gap there, but that's fine. So since the S&P tapped, you could enter this type of trade and go for something like that, or you can wait for this to potentially come up if it lets you. If it gives you that type of entry, then that's nice, but you may have potentially missed it, Okay, so here, yeah, it did tap in. S&P went a bit above. But when you see the S&P tap into a fair value gap, and you see the NASDAQ not tap into the fair value gap, then you can class that as an entry, and you could use that logic as if it's a fair value gap entry on NASDAQ. So yeah, here we have a fair value gap entry. I would re-enter, however, already got around 4 entries, which is more than enough. I've taken, let's see, I've taken 1 loss today, I think. Yeah, that 1 loss, which is shown over here, this loss. I tried to sell, and then I quickly got destroyed. And then, yeah, here we are. So yeah, we're nearly going to take this area of liquidity, and once that happens, we're pretty much done. So if you were to enter on this area, this order block, $10 risk to reward in how long? In around 24-25 minutes. So if we look at here, you could use the market maker buy and sell model as symmetrical swings. We might have to study that. See. So maybe at 12, this area of liquidity we've taken, or the PM session. However, since there's no news, I'm not expecting anything great. We could just do nothing, could just range in this area until tomorrow, and then we want to see a downtrend if the higher time frame is not lying to me. So yeah, like I said earlier, let me reiterate, if this high gets broken and there's no SMT between the other pairs, then I will look for higher pricing. Also, if this fair value gap is respected, then we look for lower pricing. And yeah, let's have a look here. It's taken 6 days to come up here, so we can expect a type of symmetry potentially. So towards the end of the month, we should be able to take out these areas of liquidity and get free money. So yeah, here it didn't take full profits for some reason. So let me just quickly take a partial, take 2 partials here. Okay. So here we also tapped into this fair value gap. I'll just close this trade since it already tapped this area, but it didn't take profit. So here's the history. So we got that 1 win, but I took partials. But yeah, when this type of stuff happens on a live account, I don't really wait for price to come back down here, because sometimes price loves to do some weird stuff sometimes and likes to come back up here and just play around and then come back down here. So yeah, I think once your target has been hit, and let's say spread did not let you exit the trade, just exit manually and you'll be a happy man or woman. But yeah, so here, this is a fair value gap you would enter from, right here, stop loss above here, if you wanted to sell for these lower prices over here. So yeah, and then we can easily tap into this fair value gap above. There's an order block here, but yeah, here's this fair value gap. This one's the one that's gonna be used by the looks of it. So here, if you wanted to, could have another cheeky entry and have your take profit down there. But yeah, as you can see, just from that trade, that was 21.5%. 21% in 25 minutes. Oh yeah, in 25 minutes, got 21%. So yeah, simple stuff. And remember that fair value gap I was talking about, I said price could reuse this. We could be seeing that here, but by the looks of how price is moving right now, it's not looking like it's going to go up from here. So yeah, not too worried. There is this order block over here, but since I'm out of the trade, I don't really need to care. And yeah, we chilling now, looking for a sell side to be taken. There's news drivers for most of this week, and yeah, that's what we like to see. Keeping everything simple, and yeah, quick in and out, and boom. All right, so hope this was insightful, and see you guys in the next video.